Okay, this is the third part of the database and C# tutorial. In the previous two tutorials, I showed how to create a SQL service-based database and how to create a connection between the database and your C# program, and how to insert new records into the database table. And now in this last section, I'm going to show you how to select records from the database table based on certain criterion. Okay, first let's just quickly go over what we had in the previous tutorial. And if I run this program, you can see, first let me check. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we had last time. Let's just see how it works. And if I enter something like back and 0 and age is like and in and MS, and I say okay, saved. And but you know well, last time I showed the record in the grid view, but you know that grid view only shows the local information inside the program. Now I'm going to show you how to make the grid view to display information directly from the external database. Okay, to do that, it's simple. You just need one line of code. Basically, you need to use the students table adapter to fill the dataset with the information from the external database. So that will be dataset one.student. Okay, we're going to fill this students table with the external database information. After we added this statement into the method, we run the program again. It will show, you know, after we insert a new record, it will show all the records from the students table. Let's just see how it works. Okay, and this is Jerry 1, let's say 30, and major in accounting. Okay, now I save. Okay, you can see all the I have been playing with this, so you can see all the students are displayed here. Okay, so now this is a automatic way to display the information. But how do you specifically select a single record based on very specific criterion? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you that. Okay, and we will begin with a very simple example. We will search the database table by using the primary key of the table. You know, the primary key is the unique identifier. So if we know the primary key, there is only one record that matches that search criterion. Okay, so we will do that. Let's go back to the form view, and I'm going to add a new button and call it fund. Call it fund. Okay, I create a method for this button. Code. Okay, so method is here, and I will create a let's see. First, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to fill the students table, the dataset with students table in the dataset with the external database information. Okay, remember the dataset is a local copy of the external database, but you got to fill the local copy with the actual data from the external database before you can use them. So the student table adapter fill test dataset at students. Now we have all the students' information in our local copy, okay? And next, I'm going to create a local variable, test data set student row. I want to find the student, but I need to use this student row to save that record after I find it. Okay, so let's come back to this form view for a second. So the find button works like this. So the user enter a name, student name, which is a primary key of the student, and then click the find button. And based on this unique name, student name, the record will be found and displayed in this grid view, or for any other uses. Okay, so once you can find that record, you will be able to to decompose it, find a specific value, or use it in any way that you want. Okay, so now I come back here to find that unique record. I'm going to call a method student test1. I need to find the students table, and then I need to get the rows, all the rows of this table, and then call a method called find. Or I don't need the rows actually. I can say find by name, by S name. Okay, this method will search all the records in this table and find a single record by the S name, which is the primary key. And the parameter of this method is the actual S name. So this will be taken from the text box 1. Textbox1.text. That's entered by the user in the interface. Okay. And now we have the student row. Now if I type dot, you can see this row is the actual row, and it has all the information about the student name, gender, age, major information. Okay. What I can do is I can set this to the well, let's just do this first. Okay, let me use a message box to show you first. Okay, message box show student let's say s dot s name plus sr dot age dot gender. Here you can make it more more user friendly. You can use the if else to display the actual male female information instead of 0 or 1. Okay, it's based on the database rule. And space sr dot age and plus space plus sr dot major. Okay, that's it. So that's it. It is very simple, just 3 lines of code. I think A is in the database. I can find it. Okay, A121MS. And since I filled the dataset with the external data, so now after I hit the button, the data grid view is also populated with the data. Okay, you can see A is the first record. Now I can search by the second record, ADFA. It will find it. ADFA 121 here, EFAR, some random information I entered when I test the program. And now I'll show you another way to use this. Okay, how to, instead of showing the information in the message box, I comment it out. Then I use another way. I display the information in the text boxes. This text box 1 is already populated with the username. I don't need to worry about it. So I I want to display the gender code in the text box 2. So it will be sr.gender.toString. And text box 3 will be age text will be sr.age to string. Okay. And finally the major text is already string, so we don't need to call the string method. Now let's check it again. And I want to search for A, so I find the A is populated in these 4 text boxes. Worked perfectly. If I search for B for P, P. Okay. Find it. So B is here. Okay, B121 MIS. Okay, it works. And next, I'm going to show you how to find multiple records by using the select method. Now we are able to find a single record from a database table, but sometimes you want to find all the records that satisfy the search criteria. For example, you wanted to find all the students majoring in MIS. Okay, how do you do that? How do you find all the students that is younger than 20 or older than 21? You know, things like that. So now I'm going to show you how to do that. Basically, you will call a method called select, and that. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, let's just use this one. Now, well, let's just get rid of this. I want to create a new method. Okay, let's go back to the form view and put another button here. Here's my. I think my keyboard has something wrong. Anyway, let's just use the toolbox to create the button. Where's my toolbox? Oh, it's still running. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Now I can just copy and paste it. And I change the name of this new button called well, search. We'll search by let's say search by, let me just move it over here. And let's say I want to search by age. Okay. So I put it beside age, and now the I only need one statement to do this actually. Basically, I want to set the source of the data grid view to a search result. Here's how. You know, after you see the code, you will understand what I'm talking about. The grid view dot data source equal to this dot effect test table data set and students dot select. Okay. This select method will take the search criteria as a parameter and then return a bunch of rows that satisfy that search criteria. Okay, so it will take a string. This will be the filter expression. Okay, you see the filter expression, and it will be, I want to search by age, right? Search by age. So it will be like this. Age, let's say we wanted to find all the students that's greater than the age entered in the text box. So I also need to convert. Let's see. Oh, I don't need to convert it because this is the string. Dot text box 3, I think, right? Text. Okay. This will return all the records that has for the student that have an age that is aged over the the number entered in the text box. Double click on the form anywhere and go to the form load method, and then we put this line here. So we use the table adapter to fill the dataset students table with the external database data. So that's it. Now the local test data set has the data already. We don't need to worry about to keep filling it with the data. Okay, and then you don't need the try catch here because if everything is right, we don't need to do this. Just to go back to the original code, and we simply steal one line. Okay, I use age less than, greater than, same thing, greater than or equal to. Okay, so we will use this criteria, and now let's come here. So now since the data set is filled with external data when the form is loaded, so at the beginning we'll be able to see all the information in this students table. Okay, and we can see the age range from 1 to 21. Okay, and now I want to search all the students with age greater than or equal to like 3. Okay, you can see 4 students are returned, and let's say 20, greater than 20. Okay, now I have 3 students, so it works perfectly now. Okay, so that's it for how to search data from a database table. Okay, if you can search by age, of course you can search by gender or name or major. It's all the same idea. Okay, I hope you can get some hints after watching this tutorial about how to do your project.